The true story of Islam's arrival in Palestine. They say Islam came to Palestine by the sword, that Arabs invaded, destroyed, and forced people to convert. But what if that was a complete lie? What if Islam came not with blood, but with justice? What if people were waiting for it and embraced it willingly? Let's uncover the truth they don't want you to hear. Before Islam arrived, Palestine was under the rule of the Byzantine Empire, a branch of the Roman Empire that followed Eastern Orthodox Christianity. But the truth is, Christians, Jews, and other minorities in the region suffered heavy persecution, brutal taxation, and strict control by the Byzantine rulers. Non-Orthodox Christians were labeled as heretics. Jews were oppressed. Arabs were considered second class. People were spiritually suffocated and politically crushed. Enter Islam after the death of the Prophet. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the year 632, the Islamic message continued to spread, not by force, but by its power and truth. Under the leadership of Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliph after the Prophet, Muslim armies began liberating lands where people had been crying out for justice. In the year 636, two key Muslim generals, Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah and Khalid ibn al-Walid, approached the region of Bilad al-Sham, which includes today's Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Palestine. They did not come like bloodthirsty conquerors. They sent peaceful calls to the people. Join us, or live peacefully under Islamic protection with your own religion. And what happened? Thousands of people accepted this new leadership, not out of fear, but relief. Jerusalem, a peaceful surrender. By the year 637, the Muslim army reached Jerusalem. Did they burn churches? Did they massacre civilians? No. The Christian patriarch of Jerusalem, Sophronius, refused to surrender the city to anyone except Caliph Umar himself because he had heard of this man's legendary justice. And Umar came, not in gold armor, not on a war horse. He came walking with dusty clothes, sharing one camel with his servant. When he reached Jerusalem, he signed a peace treaty called the Covenant of Umar. It guaranteed protection of all Christian and Jewish holy places, no forced conversions, no destruction of churches, safety for all civilians, freedom to practice their faith. And when the time for prayer came, Umar was offered to pray inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But he declined. Why? Because he feared future Muslims might turn it into a mosque. That's the level of respect Islam showed. Why did people embrace Islam? Islam wasn't forced onto Palestine. The people saw its beauty. The Quran taught the same message of one God that prophets like Moses, Abraham, and Jesus had taught. Islam brought lower taxes. Compared to the crushing Byzantine Empire, it ended religious persecution. It promoted justice in the courts, even between Muslims and non-Muslims. It taught humility, charity, truth, and prayer. And many said, "This is the truth we've been waiting for." Entire tribes, families, and cities embraced Islam willingly, not out of fear, but because it made sense. Even Jewish and Christian communities remained safe under Islamic rule for centuries, until the later Crusader massacres that came from the West. Names you must remember: Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab, one of the most just leaders in human history. Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, humble general, known for fairness and mercy. Khalid ibn al-Walid, military genius, who avoided harm to civilians. Patriarch Sophronius, Christian leader who trusted Muslim justice over Byzantine cruelty. Islam didn't come to Palestine by slaughter. It came with truth. It came with peace treaties, lowered oppression and justice. It was welcomed, not resisted. Because when people are suffering, they don't fear the sword, they search for the light. Palestinians didn't lose their land to Islam. They found their dignity through it. And the truth? It doesn't need to be forced. It spreads on its own. just like it did in Palestine.